Don't you know it's you while you're suffering? You're why you're suffering. That's a quote from one of my favorite reggae bands, Revolution. They have a song, an old song from 2009 called Suffering. And I want to talk today about the difference between pain and suffering. And like the song says, don't you know you're why you're suffering? That can be an offensive statement if you don't understand the difference between pain and suffering. So pain, at least from my perspective, my limited perspective, pain is real and is what happens to us in this world. It's inevitable, whether it's as small as a skinned knee when we're a little kid, or as big as, unraveling the abuse of our childhood, or even current abuse ongoing in our adulthood. That all is pain. It is trauma, that happens to us. And that's something that can be addressed and worked on and worked through. And then you have suffering. And the way I look at suffering is the stories, the rumination, the ongoing attention that we give to the pain that creates even more pain and more, what I would say is suffering for us on a daily basis. It prevents us from being in this present moment. And so when you separate the two out, you realize pain is inevitable, pain is a part of life. Suffering is a choice. Suffering is not being willing to let go of something. And that letting go could look, so many different ways. And for a skinned knee when you're a little kid, that letting go is pretty quick. And most of the time it's not something that someone else did to you, right? But when it's something huge, something significant, something that somebody else is involved with that you had no control over, that they forced upon you, the most straightforward avenue, I think, to the letting go of your suffering in this scenario is forgiveness. And I want to credit where I used to work. It's an organization called One, and they connect you with hearing God's voice and making that practical for your everyday life. And it's where I learned this concept of forgiveness that I'm about to tell you. And I think that this forgiveness can alleviate so much of your suffering. It might not heal your pain or get rid of your pain, but it can get rid of your suffering if you're willing to do it. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions about forgiveness and what it is and what it looks like. And so I'll say what it's not. Forgiveness is not reconciliation. It's not something that that is like, it's like magic, I think sometimes we feel like we have to feel it. We have to have some kind of special feeling to do forgiveness. and or we have to reconcile that relationship with that person. And it's neither of those things. You can have forgiveness with neither of those things. Forgiveness is simply a choice. You choose to forgive, you choose to hold on to that unforgiveness. And so many people have said this. I don't even know who to begin to, attribute this quote to, but they say that unforgiveness is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. And really, it points to what I'm talking about. It's the suffering, the ongoing suffering that you, as the victim of something, have to go through and have to continue to relive over and over again. And nobody else is doing that to you except for your own mind. So forgiveness is a choice. And if you're ready to do it, there's no special way to do it. I'm choosing to let this go. I'm choosing to forgive that person. I know that I may never see them again. I know that they might not care. But the reality is they probably don't care now. Or they're not here. They're not present on this earth anymore. So there's nothing that they can do to reconcile this anyways. And it's not reconciliation to begin with. This is for you. Can you choose to forgive? Not because you're saying it's okay what they did, because it's not okay. They caused real pain and real hurt in your life. And forgiveness is not saying it's okay. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. You are choosing to let go of the responsibility, holding them responsible, or holding really yourself responsible for punishing them. It's like we're trying to punish them by holding on to unforgiveness. And it's a mechanism of control, a false sense of control, because like I said, they're probably not even thinking about you. If they're still present, they're still alive physically, they're probably not thinking about you, not thinking about what they did. You're the one that's thinking about it 24/7, all the time. So this is for you. It's all about you. Are you willing to let go and say, I forgive this person for what they did to me? It was wrong. It wasn't okay. And I will do everything in my power to never let that happen again. But I choose to forgive them for my own sake, because I'm suffering I'm suffering by holding on to this. I'm drinking the poison that I'm intending for that person. And it's hurting me. And it's actually creating more and more pain in my life. It's funny how this idea of suffering actually begins to create more of the same thing. It begins to create more pain, because choices that you make, relationships that you're in, might all be influenced by this unwillingness, this unforgiveness, this unwillingness to let go. So, pain, inevitable. Pain, part of life. Suffering is a choice. What's your choice? What's it going to be? If this resonates with you, or if you feel like this would be helpful for somebody, please drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Share this with those people, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.